What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Omar Aguilar versus Lindolfo Delgado. This is going to be a very good fight. What do we think about this one? Omar Aguilar has only one fight without winning by KO, right? Now, you would think with a resume like his and a knockout ratio like his that he would be overly aggressive and press the issue like we've seen so many fighters do before, but not like Aguilar. He stalks you. He waits until it's the right time, and then he punches, and then he strikes. He punches with bad intentions. He sits down on his punches. When he's in range, get ready to see those hands fly. He's a good counter puncher, uses the jab well, stunning right hand, precise body puncher, and Aguilar knows how to close out the show. If you're hurt, it's only a matter of time before he senses that and presses forward. In his last fight against Alfredo Blanco, he had him on the ropes and Omar just teed off of him. I mean, from every angle that you could take. I'm talking about body shots, shoulder shots, head shots, so many different shots. I was like, man, how much more can you take? Blanco was upset that the fight was stopped, but it was a good stoppage from the ref because he was taking too much punishment. If the ref didn't end the fight that round, it was going to end the next round, right? That is what Aguilar does. He knows how to close out the show when he is in range and has the opportunity to do so. He's very calculated. He does not do a lot of wasted punches. He's a very good fighter, but this is going to be a very good measuring stick. Let's talk about Lindolfo Delgado, undefeated, 15 wins, 13 by the way of the KO, the 2016 Mexican Olympian. He's good. He's big, he's strong, he can punch, he can box, very sound technical boxer. He's got a good stiff jab. His jab can snap your head back, right? Like he's got that type of power. Good footwork. He's smooth in the ring. Defensively responsible. Keeps his hands up. Good counter puncher. And I think he's improved in two ways since we started to see him more at the global level. One, being his patient, and two, not forcing the knockouts if it's not there. When you're labeled a knockout artist, which both of these guys are, you hear that so much that you fiend for the knockout and you just headhunt, right? And that can get you in trouble. But if a fighter can set everything up properly and not force it, it'll come naturally. And I've seen adjustments in Delgado in that sense. In his previous fights, he's been breaking down his opponents, just taking it round by round and going to the body and making sure that he is not getting touched up when he misses or if he's overextending himself and coming in close and leaving himself open to getting countered. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see a fighter force anything. I've seen fights where he closed out the show, showed us the power. I've seen fights of him where you see him boxing, finding angles and openings and using the footwork and his IQ and letting things flow inside of the ring. I've seen his accuracy, but he's got a tough test in this one as well. Someone smart like him, maybe even more athletic than him, someone who's a puncher and a thinker just like him. Timing is going to be a big factor in this one, I think. Who can impose their will at the right time, get their shots off, take the right angles, and not force the fight? Both men are going to have opportunities, and they have to make them count while being defensively responsible because all it takes is one shot to close out the fight. And both of these men have power like that. These men are used to having their way, used to breaking down their opponents. Who can frustrate the other? Who can capitalize on the mistakes? Who cannot get flustered if the plan isn't going accordingly as to how their corner and them may have planned it out to be? To me, this is a 50-50 fight. So you can go either way in this one, in my opinion. But in this one, I'm going with Omar Aguilar. Sometimes Delgado gets a little overconfident and starts to watch his work rather than flipping the switch and closing out the show. And sometimes I see him just playing around a little bit in the ring where he can be a lot more dominant, right? So I think Omar Aguilar is going to stay locked in each round. I think he's going to stay focused each round. Not that Delgado won't do the same thing, but sometimes when you do certain habits, those habits get stuck and then you revert back to those habits. And so I have Omar Aguilar winning this one, and it's going to be by decision. What are your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning? Let me know in the comments section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways that you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and will be greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.